Hello everyone, Porky here, back with another Ethereal restart video. So I just looked into the live stream for Ethereal restart and it's really amazing. So in the first part, they go over like setting up the characters, the different modes. They confirm the official launch date is indeed 5th of June. So can't wait for that to come through. There is the paid beta test, which is coming on the 8th of May until the 19th of May. You know, a bunch of pre-registration rewards. So exciting. Yeah, June 5th. I don't know the exact timing of that. Make sure you pre-register on their site as well. And they went through a bunch of trailers. Yeah, May 8th to May 19th, final beta test. There's a bit of it is paid, so people can purchase on this and get a bonus once the game does officially come out. I'm not too sure about the actual whether you can re-roll and also get the rebate at the same time. That's a question that I'm really keen to understand, and they explore all the different modes. They actually got new characters compared to what we had in the beta test. So, like, so exciting. They're going to bring out like 5 new characters. There's going to be a new debut character as well. So, what they're covering, like, bunch of different modes, PvP, raids. Yeah, Freya is the new character here. And the really cool thing about Ethereal Restart is it's really free to play friendly, right? Like, there's no 50-50. What if you summon on the limited character, on the debut character, you get it. If you get like the SSR rarity, you get the character. Sometimes you might get it early, sometimes you might get it late. Hard pity at 100. I'm not sure if there's a soft pity as well. Oh wait, I just checked that. There is a soft pity starting at 50. And yeah, really cool. Like, the Freya, they show off the new character, and they're just really making a lot of these characters very diverse. And the other thing that is good about these characters is the relevance of the dupes isn't really that much. Like, getting extra dupes of a character just raises up their stats. It doesn't really like give you any special effects, and it's just the character. You don't have to worry about summoning for like their signature weapon or anything like that. It's you just get one copy of the character and you're pretty much good to go. There's nothing else for you to really worry about. You do need to farm the resources to upgrade the character, the skills, the modules, which is the essentially like sets, gear sets, where they give you like gear set effects. And then there's this thing called shells. So shells are also like shells basically replace the weapons you have in game. So let me skip to the shells section. Yeah, so for these shells, we can see them. Yeah, in these shells, they also give you set effects. They also have their passive effects. And then they also play a part in like combining various set effects for your characters. Like you can see here, so this is like a full endgame build. 3, 6. So they have 9 Fury. So the other 3 Fury was from their shell, right? This shell gives them 3 Fury, 3 Momentum. And this also has its own effect as well, right? So this was the effect that White Fang does. Follow-up's main target deals 140% damage on a critical hit, increases the owner's crit damage by 6 up to 10 stacks. And yeah, just those extra effects just really stacks up, right? So that was so we got Fury from there, so 9 stacks. So you got pretty much the full effect there. You only needed 8 of those. And then there was 3 momentum on the White Fang. Plus you got how many pieces of momentum? So there was 3 there, 6, 9, 12. That's why they can get this 12 set piece for momentum. And yeah, 6 Fury Edge. Where's the other 3 Fury Edge? Did that White Fang give Fury Edge? Was that a different White Fang? But yeah, 3 Fury Edge there. And yeah, just look at all these crit stacks. And this is literally from building your gear. So you can switch stuff like in and out to really, I guess, personalize the character. Like, you can play this as a full crit build, or you can change them to attack, or you can make them tanky, defensive. There's just so much variety and ways to strategize on a character. There's no like one way to build a character, yeah? Which does happen in a lot of like gacha games. But there is the RNG for upgrading the gear, and there's no like base stat with speed on any of these gears. And on this right side, what's interesting here is these right set pieces, they can have any of the base stat. Like these ones are fixed, the left side. So you can see here on the test server, so the attack flat, this is fixed. All these left side, left top gives us a flat attack. Then the left middle all gives us flat HP. And then the bottom, left bottom gives us all flat defense, right? So all these are base stats. And then on the right side, there's so many different combinations. So look, we've got defense, HP, crit, and you can stack these. Like these aren't limited to the slot. So you can have 3 pieces, all defense, or all crit, all HP, all attack. Like there's so many different combinations that you can build the characters, and also with their set effects. And these shells, they also give you like a bunch of different set effects as well. So, Swift Rush, Bramble, 3-3, 2-3. Like eventually when I get the higher tier ones, they'll give me like stronger bonuses for all the set effects, what they call like the matrix, right? Where is the matrix effect? Yeah. You can see the different matrices and just build it up. Yeah, so many different modes. So you need to farm your modules. You need to farm your shells, which are the weapons I did talk about. And you can customize different sets for different sort of farming. So the farming in this game, when you beat a stage, you don't actually, you can't sweep it, but you don't have to like manual it. You can have it auto run in the background. So it does take a bit of time to let those stages farm in the background there. Yeah, they do introduce some new characters, which is pretty cool. So it was the 5 new characters we saw just on that screen there. So Freya, and then who's she called? Real Mocha. That's pretty cool. And then we have Rosa here. Call all you want. And then Tsukiyomi with these cool knights. Hinu. And then Mia. Yeah, and they have like so many different characters. Like I don't get how they like manage to really develop so many different characters. I think it's going to be a bit overwhelming, right? Like having all those new characters and wait, why did it skip to the end? All right. And they were talking about the PvP modes, and this is the farm mode. You bring 3 teams there, so you do need to build up quite a lot of characters in this mode here. Yeah, there's this cubic game where you raise up the stars for this, and you get higher rewards for planning this cube board out and everything. They did talk about the PvP, so there is like a real-time PvP. This is like the betting sort of thing where like the factions in the game versus each other, like with different teams, and you sort of have to bet on and support which side will win. Like, I don't know, is it skewed? It just happens on auto, maybe? We just watch that play out. Yeah, so much stuff to do, and like there's a ton of quests that tell you what to upgrade. Just need to follow them. I wish that they had like a collect all on these quests to go through. But there's so much content on this live stream. Like, okay, and then Hell Gaming, was it? Hell Hades was going to make a few guides on the game, creating the union. This is the guild. check in, and then you can support your allies in the guild to get like shards, and eventually the shards will add up to like a dupe for the character. So that's pretty cool. There's a guild raid boss here, and you can also bring your allies to help you support and do the raids, and then the guild shop, PvE content, and then they're talking about the PvP content, right? So the Etheria, so that's just your standard PvP arena where you just verse bots, right? You set up a defensive team and you verse bots. The Summit Arena is the real-time PvP. So you need to match up with a player and verse someone in PvP here. That Fearless Arena is really cool. It's like a tournament system. Like 8 players sign up, and then it said something about like on the weekends, on like Saturday or Sunday, there's a timing where like all 8 of you gather together to compete like at the exact timing. So hopefully they let us choose the different timings, or they have various timings for players all around the world. And then there's like guild versus guild, which they said would be coming soon, and like an esports tournament, a world summit. Yeah. Did they go into more details about this? So that was the normal PvP, get rewards, the real time Summit Arena, yep. And then they have like, you choose 5 characters, you ban one, so and then you can't copy, you can't like, well, if a player's already choose a character, you can't choose the same character. So there's no like, you can't verse each other with the same character, yeah? Yeah, quickly match runs every Fearless Cup event every Saturday and Sunday. Did they give a timing for that? I don't know. Spectator hole badge ends in 3 days. Just want to see if there's matchmaking, or is it just like oh, I see the way this works. So on Saturday and Sunday, this opens up and you go into this matchmaking queue, and it finds all 8 players together at the same time for matchmaking, and it puts all of you into this mini style tournament. Okay, and then this is literally like, you go to matchmaking, and then you need to make sure you have enough time to play all these matches. Like what, maybe like half an hour, 1 hour's time, and then you verse each other, winner versus each other. Man, that's so cool. And then yeah, awesome rewards. Already ended. Best out of 3 win matches. Okay, that's really exciting. Like, that makes it really, really cool. Hot summer outfit. Demon King. Yeah. We're putting the finishing touches on the guild versus guild mode. Okay, so guild versus guild won't come on release, but it's almost there, right? It's probably going to come like a month after release or something. June 5th, damn. Yeah, launch after June 5th, yep. Top players around the world, Fusion Cup Invitational. Okay, so they're gonna do their own like esports tournament sort of thing, right? Ethereal World Summit. America. And then I think it says America, Asia, Europe, right? Yeah, NA, EU, C, other stage. Who's in the other stage? I wonder where I fit in Australia. Victory is the only rule. All players will be eligible. Top 128 players would receive official invitations based on the summit rankings. Top 3 earning cash prizes. Yeah. 1v1 duel. And so regional open qualifier, regional finals, grand finals. So like based on performance and potential. Yeah, and the beta test. Wow. But yeah, there's so many modes. Like, I hope they give us a quality of life. We can see like Grim Pursuit, that's a shell farming, module farming, EXP farming, upgrading your skills. And do they scroll down here? Yeah, so this is like the sort of boss challenges. This is the team battle where you pair up with another player. You both use one team, and then the third team, like there's 3 bosses you have to fight, and then the third team is a combination of both of your units. Abyss Challenge, Ember Trek. This is it's they call like a sandbox exploration bossing mode. So yeah, it's like an instance dungeon where you run around, collect items, and fight stuff, and then there's a boss at the end. The Ethernet rally, that was a huge like grid-like structure where you had to bring 3 teams and then fight through various nodes. This was the you just challenge stuff and get cards. This was the cube one where you had to place stuff on the actual cube part to upgrade stars. Multi-wave, I don't think I've seen this. Infinity Train. And then Champions Call. Oh, this was the prediction thing. Okay. Yeah, so a bunch of content creators with the actual game developer, Jack. So Chris is the community manager, Zox, Vulcan, Sean B, like really, really big content creators there. Candy Party. This is so cool. I feel like there is so much. It is kind of overwhelming, isn't it? Like, but yeah, the devs they really have a big conscience here. So I guess the good thing is like one pull cost you 100 Hydro Crystal. I'm not sure about the conversion rate with USD, but that's really cheap. Like most games, it's like 150, 160 of this currency for one pull. They did say there is a guaranteed at 100. Like this is the standard banner. There's a standard permanent banner. You get some pulls from various activities in game. 0.75 for the normal characters, and then 0.25 for the light and dark. And then they have rules like 1%, 0.25. And they also have the light and dark banner, like pulling on this. You do need to get these special pulls for the Apex prototypes. This might change because this is from the test server. They also showed this as well. So 100 summons for the guaranteed. And this is like a limited like raid up banner, right? And in this raid up banner, there's no 50-50. So yeah, you can see it clearly. Like it does blur out a bit, but that's 1.8% for Messiah here. And that's it. You don't get any off banner. It's just whatever you pull, you get him early or you get him late. That's it. And then 100 is that hard pity. And what they also said is all these units that newly came out, they go on the permanent banner automatically. Like you can literally just pull on the permanent banner and get them because you get these permanent summon pulls. You get like a free summon every day or something, and you get it from like various modes, guaranteed. Like what I'm worried about is like with developers being so free to play friendly, you know, have this conscience of like, you know, we're not doing 50-50s. You're getting guaranteed. The pull rate is so low. 100 is hard pity, and you don't really need to worry about dupes for. Was it Real Time Arena that you didn't have to worry about dupes? Like, yeah, what's going to happen? Would they make enough to keep going? Because other gacha games, are they being greedy? Like, how do other gacha games like pull off having, you know, such high prices, such high rates? Like, were they just milking us? Like, for this, if they're going with such low rates, no 50-50, don't even really need to chase after dupes. There's no signature weapons. You pull one character and it's done. And then each character is going to be like pretty unique in one way. Like it's not really sideways. I expect that, you know, every new character, there is that little bit of extra they get. So there's going to be some sort of power creep on these characters. Like in their own unique way. It won't be like full power creep, I assume. But with this change, like, we'll be like, oh, maybe our characters are good enough for the next like 3-6 months. Does that mean we don't pull, we don't spend money? Are they going to make enough revenue? Or it's sufficient? Is it sufficient for a gacha game to make like, to be this friendly and be like No, you guys don't need to have. You guys don't need to spend that much because we're making buck anyway. We have enough for the research and development of the game. We don't need to be. We don't have to be that, toxic with the RNG and everything. Anyway, really excited for Ethereal Restart. All these new characters, so much to explore. Not going to be everyone builds the same. I feel like at least every week you need to look at the top players, see what they're building, counter their builds, see what's the best way to do it. Like the meta is going to be ever changing. And then with every new character, especially in the PvP gacha, it means like, new characters, new builds, have to figure out what they're doing. Yeah, and then they also said to welcome new characters. Yeah, so this is the selector at the start. You can select guarantee one with only 40 pulls at the official launch. Yeah, raid up summon for Messiah. Can't wait. Alright, I'll end it there. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll see you guys in Ethereal Restart.